Alright, so I've loaded up the AV-8 Harrier jump jet. It is VTOL. And let's take our first spin. So to me it looks pretty much like a jump jet should. It's pretty accurate. Even the size-wise, it's pretty darn close in scale to what the actual jump jet should be in length, width, and all that. Its dimensions are pretty close. It's all in stock parts. In fact, I'm using a vanilla KSB version right now. I like to challenge myself with stock parts and kind of like to accommodate people who don't like to use mods. So for this project, on all these jets that I'm making, I'm just going to stick with a vanilla version and stick to the stock parts and kind of see how far I can push this. Alright, so anyways, enough chit chat, let's take our first spin. So we'll just start with the vertical engines. Now it handles like a dream, but when I was first designing and building this jet, that was definitely not the case. It took about 8 hours of just pure tweaking to get the center of mass just right, the center of lift just right, to get the control refinement down to what it is now. It's really easy to control right now, which is how it should be. But initially it was definitely not this easy. It was an actual painful process, and a lot of Kerbals died in the testing of this vehicle. So we'll just go over here to the vehicle assembly building and land on the helipads that are up on there. Boom, and there we go. We are down. Piece of cake. Alright, so let's take this thing for a little bit of a spin, just to give you an idea of its maneuvering capabilities. So we'll switch from the vertical thrusters to the horizontal thrusters. Put the landing gear up, and away we go. So it flies pretty good, and it's actually a very maneuverable little thing. Alright, so you get the idea. There we have it, the AV-8 Harrier. So we'll just bring it in for a landing, and of course, move on to the next jet. And there we go. We are down. Alright, excelente.